Just hours after two more GOP senators yanked support for their party's health care bill, effectively killing it, President Donald Trump took to Twitter on Tuesday to blame the failure on all of the Democrats and a few Republicans, but added, "We will return. As I have always said, let Obamacare fail and then come together and do a great health care plan. Stay tuned." Trump tweeted. "We were let down by all of the Democrats and a few Republicans. Most Republicans were loyal, terrific, and worked really hard. We will return." Trump wrote. With only a very small majority, the Republicans in the House and Senate need more victories next year since Dems totally obstruct, no votes. He added. The president's tweets came the morning after two more Republican senators said they would not support their party's health care bill, leaving the GOP short of a majority and forcing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RK, to pull the plug on the measure. Senators Jerry Moran of Kansas and Mike Lee of Utah set the chain of events in motion Monday night in a surprise move when they announced on Twitter that they both would oppose the current bill, which was released just last week. Moran and Lee followed two other Republican senators who had already said they wouldn't back the plan, Rand Paul of Kentucky and Susan Collins of Maine. With Senate Democrats united against the bill, the Senate Republicans could afford to lose only two of their own members' support for the proposal. A senior administration official told NBC News on Tuesday that the White House wasn't given a heads-up before Lee and Moran announced they were pulling their support for the bill. Moran and Lee tweeted their opposition just after Trump was finishing dinner at the White House with Republican lawmakers whom he thought could help him get the bill across the finish line. Senator James Lankford, Republican Oklahoma, who was at the dinner Monday night, said on Fox News Channel Tuesday morning that he and his fellow attendees also did not know at that time that their colleagues Moran and Lee were coming out against the measure. Moran and Lee were not at the dinner. In another tweet Tuesday morning, Trump repeated his desire to see Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell change Senate rules to allow legislation to advance with just a simple majority vote, instead of the 60-vote, filibuster-proof majority currently required. The Senate must go to a 51-vote majority instead of current 60 votes. Even parts of full repeal need 60. 8 Dems control Senate. Crazy. The president tweeted. The health care bill that didn't advance in the Senate Monday night, however, only needed 51 votes to pass, because it was being considered under a budget reconciliation process. That process would have allowed the bill to be pushed through with just a simple majority. McConnell and other Republican senators have said previously they would not favor lowering the threshold for legislative votes. Republicans did change Senate rules to eliminate the filibuster for Supreme Court nominees earlier this year so they could approve Trump's nominee, Neil Gorsuch, along party lines. Meanwhile, a senior administration official admitted Tuesday that Trump had known the Senate health care bill was in perilous condition by Monday evening, adding that the White House had been floating a new plan to repeal ObamaCare now and replace it later, for quite some time. On Monday night, McConnell, after acknowledging he didn't have the votes for the measure after Lee and Moran bailed out, echoed that message, saying the Senate would instead vote on a full repeal of Obamacare, with 2 years before the repeal goes into effect to allow time to create a new system. That new plan faces difficult odds. Many moderate Republican senators have already come out against repeal without an immediate replacement. Trump quickly and publicly threw his support behind the new strategy, tweeting late Monday that Republicans should just repeal failing Obamacare now and work on a new health care plan that will start from a clean slate. Dems will join in. He added in the tweet. Trump has no public events scheduled Tuesday. The setbacks Monday night were just the latest in a long line of roadblocks the GOP proposal has encountered since it was unveiled more than a month ago. The first version of the bill fell short of the support needed when at least 10 Republican senators came out against it, forcing McConnell back to the drawing board to try to win the backing of additional moderate and conservative Republicans who had opposed the measure for different reasons.